Hey, Bobby Manning here. Welcome. Another Garden Report practice edition outside of day 3 at the Auerbach Center here in Brighton. And I've had my eyes on Derrick White so far in these practices. Entering his first full training camp with the team, we got a chance to talk to him here today, and I've liked the way his shooting form looks. A little less of that lean in his shot. More straightforward, more fluid. He said he's tinkered with it just a little bit in the offseason, not too much. The Celtics coaches haven't pushed anything on him on that front. And he's been doing work with Ben Sullivan, assistant coach on this team, led their summer league, and formerly coached with the Milwaukee Bucks in their championship season, known as a shooting coach. I talked to him for a little bit about his work with White so far, and they aren't adjusting that shot at all, at least here in camp. After he went 30% from the field with the Celtics during the regular season, a little bit better at 31%, had some good shooting games in that Miami series, lit it up in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. So he's getting great looks with this team. They like where he's fitting in offensively, and the word you keep hearing around White is comfort, confidence, reliability. They like what he's doing. There doesn't seem to be a lot of adjustments they feel like he needs to make. It's just about being assertive, stepping into that shot, and taking what's there. And now they've used him in a bunch of different spots, on the ball, off the ball. I didn't love, given his shooting struggles. And then that pick and roll game where he was the screener against the Heat. I'm dying to see more of that here. He doesn't know his role yet. Malcolm Brogdon is certainly in here to help, I guess, supplant White in some way. He's going to probably be filling most of the minutes that White did last year, though with more wing size. They could use all three of these guards together at times. And White, I'd say, despite Smart's ability to move on to some bigger bodies, even big men at times, White, as far as guarding guards goes, on the ball at the point of attack, nobody guarded better against Steph Curry in those NBA Finals than Derrick White. So there's still a major role for him on this team, particularly in the areas in between. Not so much scoring, but passing, facilitating, those secondary reads, and transition facilitating. He's still great at, I feel like. But his role's still undeclared on this team. Here's what he had to say about what he expects under Joe Mazzulla this year. Derrick, how do you approach your shooting over the offseason? Did you make any adjustments to your form at all? What's kind of your process like?
Yeah, just go back to the basics. So I always say, try to work on just not be flat, use my legs and stuff like that. So just try to stay in the gym, be consistent with my shot each and every time, even when I'm tired, and it feels good. I mean, I feel like you work with all the coaches, but Ben was in San Antonio, so he knows a lot of what I used to do back then, and I like the stuff that we've been working on, so it's been a good adjustment. It could be a little bit anything, be off the ball, on the ball, screening, ball handling, so just try to be versatile in that aspect and do whatever it takes to help us. Yeah, higher release point, staying in it, stuff that we did since we were kids, so a lot of time when I lean back and try to get a little flat, so just try to stay in it.
So I like how he's looking, feels a little more confident. Obviously had a child during that playoff run. His whole life got uplifted a little bit going from San Antonio to Boston. He talked about the impact of that on him. And Ben said that seemed to have a little bit of an impact as well, just from a comfort standpoint. And again, that word is something that you feel is more of a positive this time around than a negative. Discomfort. Knowing teammates now seems to be important. Finding that area where you can succeed against the Heat is a big deal as well, and that might be, in small ball lineups, a spot where he can succeed a little bit more, setting those screens, rolling, getting to his floater where he's comfortable, and beating some of those zone looks that the Celtics might see during the year. So White is an asset to have this year for sure. We'll keep an eye on him in that first postseason game, see how that shot looks, and here on the Garden Report, brought to you by com.com/Garden gets you 40% off a premium subscription. Athleticgreens.com/Garden gets you that powder that you put in your drink every morning. 75 vitamins, minerals, adaptogens, probiotics, and more. And they'll throw in 5 free travel packs, and a year's supply of immune-boosting vitamin D. That's it for today. We'll be back on Saturday for a walkthrough of Celtics Hornets on Sunday. And, of course, stay tuned for our live Garden Report later this week as well. I'm Bobby Manning from outside Auerbach Center. Check out more of our content on Celtics All Access, as well as CLNS Media and CLNSmedia.com.